Please, no more, Dan. We've had enough.
Let's see. Inattentive, impatient, a glazed look in the eyes. Look carefully at the "I really wish I weren't here right now" button.
Now, you know who your daddy is, don't you? You answer me when I ask you, who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Gary? Who's your daddy? You. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, Bears. You just got your kneecaps bitten by the Detroit Lions.
Man, that's awesome. Yep. Man, there's nothing like getting your first win of the season and playing better than we did last week. A lot freaking better. I bet we go through the tape, we're going to say communication was better, the execution was better, everybody was on point, and we won a lot of one-on-ones. We won a ton of them. That's what the tape's going to say. There's a lot to clean up, and we will clean it up. You only worry about what we can worry about, man, which is doing our own job, man, and cleaning our own shit up. We believe in us. We're the ones who put in the work. They forgot about who we were. It's like they forgot that we're fighters, all right? That's win number one. We got a good opponent in, 8 days? But listen, man, that's the way to get on the right track. It's a good win. I got 3 game balls. I'm going to start here, all right? We got a birthday, actually, Tuesday. It's her 100th birthday, Mrs. Ford.
I'm so proud of you all, and I'm so thankful for this. I'm so proud of what you're doing, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am with each game, and I see the results. And I think we've got a great leader.
Hey, listen, on defense, all right, 6 total tackles, 1 sack, 2 TFLs, 1 forced fumble. BB!
It was a great dub. Now, bro, though, we can't get too excited. We got Baltimore next week.
On offense, 9 catches, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. First 3-touchdown game in his career. St. Brown.
Appreciate you guys. Shout out Jared Goff, 5 touchdowns. Let's go.
That's number 1. Break it down.
Bring it down. Hey, way to respond. Proud of every one of you guys. Way to respond. Feed off each other. Great job. 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Man, it's just crazy how much a difference 1 week can make. Because even when you're down and out after getting smacked in the mouth to open the season, at least we always have the same old sorry-ass Chicago Bears to bounce back against. Especially with the revenge game and Ben Johnson coming back to town, this game all but proved 2 things. 1, Ben Johnson was never the offensive mastermind in Detroit the media hyped him up to be. And 2, the Lions don't need Ben Johnson to be successful. Yeah, always feels good to dunk on the media. And honestly, the media now trying to flip-flop back to Detroit's side after bashing the Lions all week, saying they were done, the window was closed, all that shit. No, you can go over to what side of the fence you were on. You can fuck off and stay over there. But yeah, always feels good to be getting back on track. Especially against the Bears. Always good to beat Chicago. But before we talk about the game today, let's see what else happened in Detroit sports this week. So, of course, starting off with the Tigers this week. And the Tigers, well, the week start off very good against the Yankees. Because I'll tell you right now, when the Yankees get belt to ass, all of America wins. As, yeah, the Tigers just completely dominated the first 2 games of the series, outscoring the Yankees 23-3. The pure definition of belt to ass. Of course, though, the series didn't end in a complete belt-to-ass whooping, as the Yankees would then minister some belt-to-ass back to the Tigers in exchange. But hey, the Tigers got 2 out of 3 in that series, which, hey, that's pretty damn good. And they still outscored the Yankees in those 3 games. But hey, I mean, when you give 2 belt-to-asses to the Yankees, expect to get one back at some point. And especially, really, that series started off slow until Aaron Judge tied Yogi Berra on the Yankees' home run list. And after that, the Tigers were like, oh, hell no to him tying Yogi Berra, and that's when it started. All we need after that is this. A 9-run 7th inning, and that starts the belt-to-assing. And then after a great series against the Tigers, the Yankees, the Tigers' inconsistency strike again in Miami against the Marlins, as they got dominating the first 2 games before getting the 3rd game in the shutout. It's like, seriously, now we're struggling to fucking Miami this late in the year? The Marlins. The fucking Marlins. One of the biggest shit shows in baseball that's blowing it up and rebuilding for the 5th time in the last 30 years. A franchise that's been complete dog shit outside their 2 fluke World Series runs. Tigers are seriously struggling to that team? That's fucking embarrassing. And then we also nearly had a Tariq Skubal injury scare until we found out it was nothing minor and he's still going to be good to go. But yeah, that would have sucked though if Skubal if Skubal goes down, the Tigers are screwed going into the playoffs. And that struggle against Miami is now giving Toronto some breathing room for the 1 seed race in the AL. As now the Tigers are 2 games behind Toronto for first place in the American League, as we're down to 12 games remaining. And oh yeah, with those struggles against Miami, the Tigers' lead over Cleveland in the AL Central Division is now only 6.5 games with 12 games remaining. And oh, by the way, in those 12 games, 6 of them are against Cleveland. And there's a very good chance the Tigers' playoff fate comes down to those 2 series against Cleveland. Because they got 6 games left against Cleveland. 3 in Detroit, 3 in Cleveland for 2 different 3-game sets the next 2 weeks. The final 2 weeks of the regular season. As you got 12 games left, it's crunch time. I mean, there is an outside shot the Tigers could clinch a playoff spot and potentially the division next week, but they're going to have to do well against the Guardians and just try and stay consistent for a bit. But yeah, we're getting close to crunch time. 12 games left we're in the final 2 weeks of baseball regular season. And so far, only 1 team has clinched a spot, that being the Milwaukee Brewers in the NL. Nobody's locked in the AL. And oh yeah, the Tigers are also 3 games up for a second in the AL, ahead of now Seattle. As Seattle has now entered the mix for possibly the 2 seed. As Seattle is now past Houston. All I say is, wait, Seattle is now 3rd? The Mariners are not punching their fans in the dick for a change? Damn, that is quite a bit of a shock. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting final 12 games and interesting final 2 weeks. But of course, the goal for everybody still in the running is don't get eliminated. Oh man, it always feels good to humble Bears fans, especially them talking all that shit in the offseason. Once again, Bears being the offseason champions, thinking after last week the Lions were done and cooked because the media told them they were. Because a lot of Bears fans are so fucking stupid, don't believe anything they read on, don't believe anything they see on the TV or on the internet. But of course, sometimes they just don't learn that well and they need a hard dose of a reality check. Because that reality check that Detroit got last week against Green Bay? Well, time for Chicago to get that reality check. Because even with Ben Johnson, the last year's tradition continues. For first edition of Lions Belt to Oh, Bears fans, you thought you were getting this belt? Oh, no, hell no. No, just because it's Ben Johnson's first game back in Detroit, I got something better than this. Nah, just for this game, the belt to ass is gonna be with this belt. This is my weightlifting workout belt. And the Lions took this belt on the Bears and they beat them like a fucking dog with it. Absolute belt to ass domination. Just everything they need to do from last week for this week and execute better, they did exactly that. Start the game off well, but Bears fans are like, wait, we tied the game up with a touchdown on our first drive. No, you didn't. 14 unanswered points will say otherwise. Wait, but the Bears, they got it back down to 7 late in the first half. No, you didn't. Detroit adds 24 more unanswered points. And honestly, anybody that actually believed the Bears hype in the offseason thinking things were going to be different with Ben Johnson, no, you're all a bunch of stupid fucking idiots that had to believe that bullshit. And this game honestly is proof why I don't watch the media or listen to their shit. Because everything the media usually says about Detroit is usually their anti-Detroit agendas. It's nothing but a bunch of clickbait bullshit, to be perfectly honest. And of course, yeah, Detroit just pounded it on. And let's be honest, at the end of the game, the Lions were running the score up on Ben Johnson. Like, they were teaching everybody that doubted them a lesson in why you don't doubt the champs of the North. Why you don't doubt the Lions. Like I've said for the last couple years, anybody that doubts us doesn't fucking know us. And they got that lesson because everybody doubted us. And today, it just showed that they didn't fucking know us. It's kind of sad that we have to do this kind of shit the hard way. I missed it when we could just do things the easy way. But no, people want to do it the hard way because some people are just fucking stupid in today's society. Just absolute great game overall offensively. Like, Jared Goff played better in this game. The offensive line played better. There was no miscommunications. Like, they communicated well. Execution was good. Communication was good. The stunts, all the assignments for blocking was good. No sacks allowed. Only like 5 QB pressures on Goff the entire game. And yeah, when the O-line plays well, everybody on the offense plays well. Goff played better. Gibbs and Montgomery, the Sonic and Knuckles duo, is back in business. Amon-Ra played better. J-Mo played better. Isaac Tesla continues to be impressive in his rookie season with yet another one-handed catch. Like, Jesus Christ, this man, like, Isaac Tesla, he's so good at catching the ball one-handed. I think he's starting to make Odell Beckham Jr. look jealous. Because Tesla is just him right now. Like, Brad Holmes once again struck another third-round gem in Isaac Tesla. Just, that kid has been impressive to watch. Defense was also really good overall. Like, really, no real negatives overall. Defense executed perfectly. Hutchinson even getting his first sack of the season with a Mount Monsters roar from the Ford Field faithful. Yeah, Hutchinson's first sack since last season, so that's good to see Hutchinson get that. You know, like, really the only negatives was Hutch, Brian Branch, and Davenport getting banged up. Well, Branch's was nothing significant. It was just a muscle cramp late in the game. And Hutchinson getting banged up, that was because of the Bears doing a naughty no-no and committing a chop block and Darnell Wright committing a chop block on Hutchinson from behind. Beep! And then Davenport getting injured after sacking Caleb Williams because Davenport's body is made of glass bones, man. Man, you know how we were praising Davenport for staying healthy in Green Bay last week? And now that praise is completely out the window because he still can't stay healthy. Damn it, but hey, Muhammad outquadded. Muhammad looked pretty good in that short sample size, subbing in for Davenport when Davenport went down. But yeah, honestly, just an absolute great game overall. Just absolute masterclass game. But yeah, this game all but proved that Ben Johnson was not the mastermind after all. like the media said he was, because, oh wait, 52 points without Ben Johnson? But the media said that the Lions were dog shit without Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell was getting carried by him. Well, that was a load of bullshit. Just like most of the media's anti-Detroit agenda is nothing but a load of bullshit. Like, honestly, anybody that doubted Dan Campbell and the Lions without Ben Johnson, you won't need to check and see if your fucking balls are still attached. Because I know damn well Dan Campbell's balls were still attached, especially at the end. And then, of course, a lot of people were once again complaining about Detroit running the score up on the Bears. Because, oh no, it's another crappy team the Lions are running the score up on. All I say to everybody complaining about the Lions running the score up is shut the fuck up. Seriously. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Seriously. Shut up. I'm sick and tired of that crap. I'll say this. You want Detroit to stop running the score up on teams? Then tell them all to fucking play better instead of crying about it on the internet like a bunch of fucking babies. Shut the hell up. Seriously. Getting tired of this crap. And of course, the media also gonna try and label Detroit fans as terrible human beings for the fuck Ben Johnson chants. It's like, shut the hell up. What the hell do you think was going to happen in Ben Johnson's first game back in Detroit? And honestly, I'm surprised that was the only chant that was released from the public. Because honestly, I'm surprised that fuck Ben Johnson chant was the only chant they did. Honestly, I was expecting them to do asshole or traitor chants. Or maybe even doing a we don't need you chant. Or hell, even doing a Jared Goff's better chant or a Jared Goff chant. Or even a Dan Campbell's better chant. Like, I'm honestly surprised the Lions fans chanting fuck Ben Johnson was the only noteworthy chant that was shown in video. And everyone wants to say, oh, there's no place for that in sports because in football, we gotta have teams win with the power of friendship. Fuck off. Fuck Ben Johnson. Honestly, good that the fans chanted fuck Ben Johnson. Fuck him. That's what he gets for fucking stabbing Detroit in the back and joining a division rival. That's what Ben Johnson gets. Let that be a lesson to everybody here on how to treat somebody that stabs you in the back to side with a division rival. Especially when it's fucking Chicago of all teams. And everyone thinking, and some people are just acting like that's the first time that's ever happened with the Lions fans chanting fuck Ben Johnson. Bitch, have most of us never seen how Cleveland fans treated LeBron James in his first game back in Cleveland in a Miami Heat uniform? Or how New York Islander fans treated John Tavares at his first game back in Long Island in a Toronto Maple Leafs jersey? Or how about Brett Favre's first game back at Lambeau in a Minnesota Vikings uniform? Or, wait, there's more. How about Kevin Durant's first game back in Oklahoma City in a Golden State Warriors jersey? Or hell, how about a couple years ago in Alex DeBrincat's first game back in Ottawa in a Red Wings jersey? Or how about just last week in Aaron Rodgers' first game back in New York in a Steelers jersey? Man, get out of here with your bullshit. That ain't the first time someone's treated someone coming back to their old stomping grounds like that. That sure as hell won't be the last. Honestly, good on the fans, especially with how many coming into this week were sucking Ben Johnson's dick throughout the week. And honestly, to see the fan base respond back with that, well, I know where all the real Lions fans are. At least we know who the real ones are and who all the fake bitches are in this fan base. But like I said earlier this week, anyone that wants to suck Ben Johnson's dick, take the gear off and go be a fucking Bears fan. Like I'll say this, anybody that thinks Dan Campbell isn't the guy for this job is an absolute fucking idiot. And needs to fucking take the gear off and go root for a different team. And I'll just say this in response to the Ben Johnson chant, the fuck Ben Johnson chants. You all think that's bad? Oh ho 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 ho. Do I got news for you. If you think that's bad, just imagine how this fan base is going to treat Matt Patricia in November when Ohio State has to play in Ann Arbor this year against Michigan. And Matt Patricia's first football game of any kind back in the state of Michigan since he got fired by the Lions 5 years ago. Since, oh yeah, for all the Dan Campbell haters, Matt Patricia's not even in the league and he's in college with Ohio State now. You think that's bad? Oh, just wait till you see how the fan base treats Matt Patricia in November. That fat piece of crap. And also, speaking of Patricia, that's effectively what the Bears now got in Ben Johnson. He's your problem now. Because the Bears fans thought all offseason with their offseason championship banners that they were getting Dan Campbell 2.0 with Ben Johnson. No, all you're getting is skinny Matt Patricia. Like, Ben Johnson's not a head coach. He's an offensive coordinator pretending to be something that he's not, that stabbed Detroit in the back to get a payday in Chicago. Even stabbing him in the back to the point to where he threw the playoff game against Washington on purpose just to get the job with Chicago. And honestly, like I've said, revenge games are always fucking weird. But it's always good to come out on the winning end of it. As yeah, like I said, all throughout this week, we don't need Ben Johnson to be successful. The Lions proved that with a 52-21 ass whooping on them Bears. Because even with Ben Johnson, one thing remains the same. The Chicago Bears will forever be the Detroit Lions bitch. And you Bears fans can acknowledge that while you acknowledge the reigning, defending, undisputed NFC North heavyweight champions of the world, the Detroit Lions. Great win to get back on track, get to 1-1. Now we gotta go get ready for a big matchup next Monday night against the Ravens. I'm out, and as always, it's fuck Ben Johnson, fuck the Bears, go Lions, baby, hell yeah.
And do you believe Dan Campbell ran it up on you on that 4th and 4 going forward in the fourth quarter?
What's he supposed to do? It's 4th and goal. What do you want?
He could have kicked the field goal.
Yeah, he could have kicked the field goal. They don't kick field goals. They go for it there. So he was doing what he was supposed to do. That's what he does.
How demoralizing is this loss, considering you were coming back, you left for Chicago? I mean, they even did this
at all. It's not demoralizing at all. We got to play better. Simple as that.
I'll be honest with you, I'm exhausted. So I want to go home, put the feet up, drink a beer, and just, it feels real good. I'm just proud of them. I really am.